Because I hit 3 people and...
Because it happened?
I can search the web for it.
Is that Siri?
Maybe not.
That's your phone.
Is that Goody's phone?
You're recording.
Siri, shut up.
I must have tapped her with my elbow. I don't know what it means.
Siri, go away.
Yeah.
They have individual showers?
Yeah, dude, that's the thing.
See, I've never been in a fucking locker room, so.
Well, you can shower with like
taking me to
1 to
shower.
like 20 dudes, and you know, eyes up are always, you know.
No, there's some gazers.
This one you
There's
get
some gazers.
individual pods to go into, which I thought was kind of tight because I was like, man.
Is it Yankee Stadium that has that?
I've never been.
Or is
Never
it-
been. in
Yankee Stadium has the
like
slats.
Yeah.
So they're not slats. They're like you can close.
Like the YMCA kind
Shut
of
the
thing?
thing, bro.
There's a whole curtain.
But what's the thing? A curtain or a door?
It's
or-
a curtain.
Question, do you take your towel into the pod with you so you can wrap up in a towel and then come out? Or do you just...
I haven't decided. I might just bust out of that.
What's going on?
I'm here.
We're here.
I'm here.
So I don't know, but yeah, it was tight.
So is that what metal venues are like?
There's no such thing. Well, there's such
Hold
thing
up,
as a
bro.
metal
Give
venue.
us the scoop.
Of the metal venue?
Yeah.
Damn, you just fucking got it. Metal venues. Growing
Rockstar
up,
was
a
one of my goals.
A baseball player was one of my goals, so we're on the same page. But the metal venue, those are nowadays, thankfully, they don't really exist. Like a metal venue, for me, thankfully, in a sense where I've been through that and I respect that. But like a metal venue's grimy, it's dark and cold. It's sad. Usually smells like.
And then you bring the noise.
And you bring the noise. But everybody usually smells the same.
Yeah.
And, you know, by the end of the night, everybody smells the same, but just worse. Is there like a locker room that's like, whoa, that's, yeah, everybody just talks about that one.
Boston's
But see, like, that's one of those things where you're like, you're like, God, I love history. I love baseball, though. I have to deal with it. Got to deal with it, or whatever. Like, it's the same thing. Like, with you go into a metal venue, it's like, damn, everybody's played here. God, it smells like shit in here.
Is there analytics behind your drumming?
100%. Yeah, I'm 0 for like 4 in failed shows.
Really?
Well, yeah. What is
So you're 4 for 4 in successful shows.
What's a failed show?
What's
A failed show would be
Like you
stop playing. Some people just stop playing. You never stop playing. This goes through every genre.
wait, what?
They freeze, but that's like a #1 unwritten rule.
they get the yips?
The show must go
yips.
on.
There's no rules in rock and roll. But the show what ends up happening, people stop and they just, that's like one of the #1 rules. Is like, just don't stop playing. Whatever you do, just don't stop.
But the people are there to watch you
Yeah,
play.
and half the time it's like if you guys have a bad day, nobody's gonna even realize that shit. But
Oh,
it's
they
gonna-
realize
it's gonna,
Have you ever checked Twitter after we post that day?
Are you kidding me?
You just lost someone $500. You're gonna know about it. You'll hear about it
Immediately.
You get ran over by a semi.
Yeah.
I guess we ain't getting bet on.
bro.
I mean, maybe sometimes we're getting bet on. Who knows? Like, damn, that guy's gonna drop a stick. You're right. People realize your mistakes more than my mistakes. In our case, it's like people are sitting there the whole time
Yeah.
waiting for clickbait. Like, oh, he messed up at this point. Let me send it to this website and this blog. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's-
what happens to you? Do they like judge you for that?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm the new guy coming into this Lamb of God, so it's like I gotta like, I'm walking a fine line at the same time.
I mean, we've all been traded. We've all ended up being traded. Like, what's that moment like? Like when you get traded to a new team, like fitting into that culture.
Like actually like being like the first day you walk in,
Yeah,
or
first
just
day,
like
like-
the first call, like when you get called.
Yeah, I mean the call too.
Dude, I was
like-
hot. I was like, you think someone's better than me? You know, like it was kind of.
Wow.
I mean, not that you want to. I mean, you think that about yourself. You know, you think you're the best player out there
Right,
every
of
time you're
course.
out on the field.
Yeah, you
but,
have
like,
to.
You have to, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude, you just feel like betrayed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But then you realize there's someone else that's like they really want you, you know?
Yeah.
They did this and they want to go out and get you. And
Yeah.
after you kind of come to terms with that.
What was it like for you, Farm?
I asked to be traded. So,
Did you? I didn't know that.
So I was.
Was this off season or?
No, this was
Cool. That's tight.
No. Well, you'll understand. So it was in September. I made the opening roster with the Dodgers in 18, and because Justin Turner was hurt, and had a third base job. Then I got sent down when he came back, and didn't make it back up. I made it back up for a week, and then got sent back down. And then I wanted to play more, obviously.
We all do.
And breaking that lineup is one of the hardest things to do in all of baseball. And so we were in September, and we were in San Francisco, and I had Friedman. I sat down with Friedman. I said, "Hey, you know, if there's an opportunity in the offseason to trade me, I'd like to be traded." And I had a really good relationship with him. He's a great guy, awesome dude. And so in December, I'm heading down to Valdosta, Georgia. My wife's family's from for Christmas. Get a call from the farm director, "Hey, you've been traded." And I thought it was just a one for one, me for a minor league guy or whatever. But then I look on Twitter and it's me, Puig, Matt Kemp, Alex Wood, and they don't even say my name in the trade on Twitter. And so I'm like, damn. And then here it comes. I'm the only one still with the Reds. And so it's kind of, I was, yeah.
Just cough on him right there. I love that.
Yeah. And so I'm the best part of that trade. And but I asked to be traded because I wanted a better opportunity.
Is that something that ever had crossed your mind before? Like, had you ever considered asking, like, I mean, in college, like asking for more playing time or anything like that?
No, never in my life have I ever had to ask for more playing time because I've always, you know, we probably have all been been the best one on a team, little league, college, high school, whatever. And but I just wanted to be, you know, a better opportunity for myself because I was like, I'm 28, and at the time 28, I need to start getting it going.
Yeah.
And so I manned up and just, I love the Dodgers though. The Dodgers were great.
Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah, I know you. Yeah, whatever. And don't throw a stick at me.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Man, no, take back everything I said.
Oh my God. You got me in a tough spot. I mean, that's crazy, man.
It was a tough spot, but you have to look out for yourself at the end of the day.
If Kyle ain't happy, ain't nobody happy, brother.
There you go.
That's the reality of it.
So you came from New York to Cleveland. What was it like?
Oh, I loved it.
What was the moment for you?
I mean, I was like, all right, so I've taken 2 vacations in my career, right? One was my honeymoon. Night before we leave to go to St. Lucia, I get a call from Brian Cashman. "Hey, we're going to designate you." I'm like,
Or your honeymoon?
Bad way to start off.
right before my honeymoon.
That is terrible.
Right, so like, go on my honeymoon, and I'm just like, dang, how much is that drink? Yes, sir.
Oh my God. Oh man.
And then like 3 days in, I get a text from my agent like, "Hey, you're going to the Cleveland Indians," and I was like, "What?" And then I don't remember much.
Respect.
Yeah.
I lost my glasses. I was doing flips on the I was wakeboarding out there, flipping
didn't care.
The second, then I went to Cleveland and I was like, man, this is because I always like that type of baseball. Like I like having to earn my way, you know. And Cleveland's like that blue collar community where it's like, you know, we earn everything we get, and I love that. And nothing against New York because that's who I came up with, and I like that. But I think New York would be better for players later on in their career when they can learn how to. Some guys have it. Like some guys can go there and just be the guy. But like for me, I think I needed to learn how to be a Major League Baseball player before I get into that arena, you know, or that atmosphere. Because New York is a beast, and like the guys who can play there and compete there, like my hats are off to them. It's not easy, but for me, I was like, man, this is where I needed to be. And everything happens for a reason. So like I was like stoked to go to Cleveland. I was stoked to meet you. I followed you. I was like, man, I wonder what that guy's like. And then, you know, I met you and I was like, this dude's wearing a blue wig and
That's right.
spring train.
That's right.
Like, maybe there's something to this guy. And then, I mean,
And then there wasn't, and then we moved on.
yeah. And then that was
awesome.
that. So.
What's the craziest environment that craziest show, craziest atmosphere that you've been in? Because for me, it's the 2016 World Series. Like Game 7, like when Rajay hit the home run, it was definitely, like I blacked out.
Drive into left. At the wall. It's gone. Tie game. Rajay Davis.
That was tight.
Yep.
Yeah, crazy.
See, that's why it's like sometimes it's beautiful. It's like, damn, like we're the exact same. Just my version of that is probably, it's called the Download Music Festival. It's in the UK. I'm sure you've seen videos, and we're
I
like
wanna
the same
go.
age. We're like the same age, so it's like we potentially have seen the same video of Lamb of God.
Yes.
playing This festival in 2007.
Yes, and the Wall of Death.
And the Wall of Death.
I know the exact video.
And it's just the song they played specifically was "Walk with Me in Hell." It's on the second record, and yeah.
I got a lot of questions after this thing. I got some questions.
What's the Wall of Death?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
And Walk With Me in Hell?
Yeah, it's pretty evil. I'll tell you what.
It's metal.
It's metal.
I mean, this
Trev knows. Come on.
We got a country fan over here, so
We got two country fans.
yeah, a lot of country. I like country.
You like?
fans.
I enjoy.
above.
I love Taylor Swift. How you doing?
Take that too.
Taylor Swift. Hello. I love you. No, but
incredible.
Yeah, she is. She's a talent. Multi.
But you respect musicians.
Yeah.
Much as we would respect, I respect how he throws a curveball.
100%. It's the same exact thing. But like going back to your question, it's like my Game 7 was Download Fest last year, which was my first time playing it ever. Not to mention playing for Lamb of God, and Lamb of God's my favorite band of all time, like my favorite metal band of all time. So
that's cool.
to be in that position, it's like I can map it out to you guys where it's like, because I play the drums, so it's like it's surreal shit, man.
You played the drums in the biggest festival of your career for
my favorite metal band. Yeah.
That is Game 7.
So then everything else,
that's-
that's cake, bro.
Can you not? Well, I mean, hell no. Shit. I'm trying to write
made it.
I'm trying to write my own Game 7 right now. So
You're an
it's like
all-star.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I am. I feel it. I feel it. I feel the energy. I feel the power. But that's real though. Like I imagine if you haven't felt that yet, I'm sure it's coming. But I couldn't even write that shit. That was real. Like I was playing this song that I used to sit on my couch, and now I'm playing it. The same festival.
How many times did you envision that, though, when you were younger?
When I was a kid, maybe 150,000 times.
Yeah.
You manifested that.
Yeah, truly.
Oh, I believe that. Hey,
Yeah, respect to that for sure.
And I'm sure you who did you? I didn't know I was gonna do that. We never know. It's like I'm sure you're
did?
grinding,
Oh,
and
man.
we don't know that
Yeah, it's like
gonna happen.
it's like a dream that's out there. Like you want it, you want it, but it's not tangible.
No, at
it's
all.
not like
But
you
he
know,
envisioned
it doesn't feel,
150,000
but it doesn't.
plus
But
times.
it doesn't feel like anything when you're envisioning it.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel. It's like cool.
You didn't feel like I've been here 100.
No, it's just. But it's just when that moment happens. It's like I remember the minute, the second, the part of the song. It's just like.
so career highlight. Obviously, that's like
That's the one.
That's the one.
And then yeah, for sure.
What do you got, Luke? What's your so far anyway?
Career?
Yeah, like the highlight. Like you look back, the
To
one
date.
moment. Like to date. Obviously, there's plenty more to come.
I think the debut, man. Like it didn't go great for me, but it was at that point like I was in San Diego with Pittsburgh. Like my family got to drive down.
Yeah.
It's a few hours. Like just seeing everyone there and like my mom's crying. My aunt's crying.
Did you see him before the game?
Yeah, they were
So
at BP, dude.
Oh man.
Big mistake. No one told me about that. And yeah, it was super cool, man. And
So you got that emotion like right off the bat.
right off the bat, man. And then like, honestly, it was playing with David Freeze too.
Really?
Tight.
dude, Freeze. Oh,
Yeah.
Best guy, right?
ever.
Best guy. Best guy. Best
Ever.
guy, best
That dude
guy.
likes metal.
He loves music in general.
general, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Like, him and David Wright were like the two guys I watched, and I was like, I'm playing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Playing with him, and like he was my first RBI.
No way.
Dude,
Sick.
it was crazy. And like I went to spring training, and I remember remember ripping ass in the dugout. and he like walked by. He's like,
She thought it was funny.
who did that? Who did that? And he looked
right at me, and I was like,
I was like,
You
so
didn't
nervous.
claim it? I was like, no, I didn't claim it. It was David Freeze, man. I was like,
the freezer.
yeah, the freezer.
You can't. No,
Cardinals MVP.
You crop dusted the freezer.
I did.
You dirty dog.
Man, I'm sorry. Hey, he doesn't know it to this day. Like, he knows it now probably, but
Yeah, I've had some late nights with the freezer.
hey, he's the best.
He gets deep.
Because
Yeah,
you were telling me like in LA about just the professionalism of like just watching him and the way that he.
Yeah, he gave me the biggest piece of advice. I asked him a question that I didn't think anybody could answer. I asked, what is the difference between like an average player and an elite player? Meaning like elite, like Mike Trout, and an average player like, I can't say a name.
Yeah.
But he said, he used Justin Turner, for example, as an elite player.
Yeah.
He said, we're on the bench, we're sitting there, and he goes, watch him go to the bat rack. And so he went to the bat rack, put on his helmet, put on his batting gloves. Like he was in a mid-conversation before he went to hit. Then he went to the bat rack, put his gloves on, put his helmet on, grabbed his bat. And he said, just watch the zone he gets into. And so like he put all his shit on and he went into the zone to where it's just like a horse with blinders on. He's just locked in. And Freeze said, you're in the batter's box for probably 3 to 5 minutes your entire game. Why won't you be locked in for those 3 to 5 minutes? Like that's all you have to do in the batter's box. And he said that's what Mike Trout does. Like he's locked in for 3 to 5 minutes the entire game in the batter's box. And I was like, damn, I never thought about that. I'm up there just happy to be there, you know. But they're locked in for that amount of time. And I was like, yeah. And Freeze was just. I mean, we were. It was late night when he was telling me this, and I was just like so locked in.
Right. You have an interesting debut story, right?
Yeah. So I get called up from AAA. I was going to get breakfast, and my manager calls me, and he says, what are you doing? I'm going to get breakfast. He said, well, you need to turn around. You're going to the big leagues. And I was like, holy shit. Went to the locker room, packed my bags, flew out to LA. 3 days went by. Didn't get an at-bat, pinch hit or whatever against the Giants. And my parents were there. My aunt and uncle were there. And so we were, I think it was like extra innings. I'm the last guy on the bench, and Seager gets a double. JT was sitting in front of me. I knew they were going to intentionally walk him, so I get in the whatever, go up there, and my roommate in college looks just like Buster Posey, and identical. And so I step in the batter's box, making his major league debut, whatever, and I look back, and I'm like, holy shit, that's Brett. It's Buster Posey. I was like, what's up, Buster? And I play with his brother at Georgia, Buster's brother. And so that was kind of a small world. First pitch, off the plate, rung me up, strike one, welcome to the show. It was like 3 inches off. Swung to the next pitch, 0-2. I'm like, shit. I knew my parents were freaking out.
Dying.
Because I'm always 0-2. I just casually. Like,
Doesn't it seem like that?
When I get in the box, it's like 0-2 on the scoreboard. I'm like, damn.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we're the count of 3-2. And the cool thing about the hit was, so I 3-2 fastball, I slide down the right field line. But as a right-handed hitter, you never see the ball come off the bat. You're always running. But I was able to hit it, and I saw it, and I hit it. I was like, holy shit, like that's a hit.
3-2. Base hit down the right field line.
I'm just thankful I got a hit. And then I round second, and I look out, and there's a sea of white jerseys coming at me.
Dodgers win it.
And I'm like, holy shit, I just won the game.
Yep.
And Alex Wood, who was my roommate in college and roommate in LA, first one out, running towards me, tackles me to the ground, and everybody comes out. Puig rips my jersey, drags me across the dirt.
Love that.
Sunday night baseball, and what was cool about
Huge
it?
stage.
Yeah, what was cool about it was usually like the managers don't run onto the field or the coaches, but everybody ran onto the field. Then I get in the locker room, and Cody Bellinger looks at me and goes, dude, your Instagram's blowing up right now. I'm like, no way. I had like 3,000 followers, and then like
In
10
one
minutes.
night?
No, I had 3,000 to begin with.
Yeah. Oh.
at the end of the night, I had 40,000 followers on Instagram.
Oh my God.
To live and die in LA.
That's hey, dude. I'm telling like, it was
40,000?
I was probably one of them.
I have 48. I have 48,000 followers on Instagram right now, and they're all LA. They're all from all that night.
Wow.
And that's just what LA is. Like you look at an LA player right now, they have over 50,000 followers on Instagram, and you don't even know their name.
Yeah.
But it was a really cool moment, and I got to. My parents and my wife were down in the tunnel after the game, and gave the ball to my dad. It was a long road for me. Grinding to the minors and OKC, Rancho Cucamonga. And just it was fun.
Art, are there any like rituals like on tour? Anything interesting, like weird? I don't know.
My ritual, it hasn't changed. I still listen to Santana every day. The first thing I listen to, about an hour out, I'm listening. I would imagine for pitchers or any ball player, it's different. You guys have stretching routines, et cetera. It's pretty intense. Does it get more intense depending on what position you're playing, right? I mean, so a lot of drummers, they warm up for like an hour. They're sitting there, they have a whole practice, the whole thing. So they're sitting there, got a metronome, they're stuck in it. I tried to do that, and then once I realized that didn't mean shit, because it doesn't to me, I just stretch. I just prep my body mentally. And I prep my body physically, and then I mentally prepare for it. So it's like, I don't know what you guys go through. It's a little bit different, but maybe the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you have to prep the body, because that's just the reality. You have to.
It's like, a physical thing. Like,
you have to.
Sometimes you'll be in the bullpen and you won't even hit the catcher.
At all,
and you
right?
go out there and you'll just be unconscious.
Dude,
and be
it's almost it's like the opposite. It's like if I throw a bunch of strikes in the pen, I'm like,
So then we are the same. It's like I decided to cut that shit out. I'm like,
so you don't even warm up.
I don't even warm up. I stopped warming
I
up.
have to warm up. I gotta warm up, bro.
Of course. I mean, but I think that's just kind of like I'm not saying you shouldn't warm up, but I'm saying like, what if somebody what happens if you prep yourself enough, but you didn't warm up?
I got a question on that.
Yeah.
As far as like getting your mind off of things, how do you?
Me too.
Like, how do you do that? And like, cause your schedule is probably there's not many schedules in the world that are crazier than big league schedule.
100%.
We're in a place 3 days on the road, travel.
I went nuts on Twitter once about that. Somebody was talking about the NFL players, like their schedule's so grueling. It's like, it can be 100%, but it's like, it's grueling for like 3 days, and like you have one game a week, maybe two if you're lucky.
Bro, I woke it up and didn't even know what city I was in.
Welcome to the
I
life.
woke it up and I was like, what's up?
Have you ever done that? Have you ever said
Rockstar.
like, hey, some city, and then it's not that
If
city?
I was this, that's why I'm not a singer. That's why I don't have a microphone, because if I did, it's just like, yeah, what's up, Detroit? You're in
Atlanta.
Saratoga, fucking.
Yeah, Saratoga.
Yeah! That's the reality of it, though. It's like same. It's sometimes you don't understand like the schedule. It's like, again, back to like bands and baseball players. That's my whole fucking. That's why I'm supposed to be where I'm at. It's like I love the game of baseball, but I love touring and traveling and being in a band.
So we've all been on like minor league buses, tour buses, stories. Anyone got a good bus story? I'm sure you've got some.
I remember touring in an Astro van. That was cool.
Astro van.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
How many guys are in the Astro van?
6.
What's an Astro band?
It's a little van.
It's a big.
Oh,
yeah.
Astro band. I thought you
Yeah.
said band.
No.
Astro band.
Astro.
Definitely not an Astro band.
Hey, I didn't know, man.
Don't even
We
say
play
that
on
word.
Mars, the moon.
Oh,
Don't take it there,
still
bro.
sensitive?
Don't take it there.
But I'll take you there.
You played on trash cans for the Astro band, right?
Dang.
Damn. Yes, to answer your question, yes, I did. No, Astro, I mean, So the buses they obviously change when you guys are coming from minors to the buses themselves. Like if you're taking a bus.
Oh yeah, like it's minor leagues. Do you have a sleeper bus? Like
Not until like
Triple A.
AAA, yeah. So like minor leagues, you're just 2 seats all the way down.
Yeah.
Until sometimes in AAA you'll get like sleeper buses where you have 3 beds stacked, kind of on the sides where you try to get some sleep, but no one ever. I mean, very rarely does anyone sleep. You play cards.
What's the longest realistic trip on? They can be long.
14 hours, man.
Bro, rookie ball was like
16?
13 to 14
You had a 16-hour trip?
I mean, it was deep.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on the same page then. But that's what makes me like, fuck yeah, like if that shit was real. Like I love witnessing that or hearing that stuff. That's great.
Yeah.
It sucks,
Yeah.
but damn, that's great.
Yeah. You have no food on the bus.
Yeah, hell no.
No, they don't do like the snacks like
No.
they do. In the big
No, yeah, in the big league on the plane, yeah, you open
they
the
got snacks.
luggage compartment, you get
whatever you want.
Yeah.
You ever like rock paper scissors for like whoever gets the ground and the seat during the
Oh
the drive on the bus?
no, I never.
Oh yeah, you like me and my buddy is like, and we go. Whoever won got the ground.
My first time in Japan, I remember having to drive like 15 hours in a van, but it was for some reason they had more local help than the band. There was like 5 Japanese dudes. I'm like, who are all these people and why are they here? And we're like this. And I remember there was in the vans that have the slider door, the slide door, the back sliding door, there's that gap, that step. It's a step.
Yeah.
But I remember sleeping in that,
Against the door?
Against the door.
Holy
because that was
crap.
the only way you can sleep. Or else you're sitting up like this. And I said, fuck it, I'm gonna lay in the crevice.
That's grind.
Dang.
That's the
Or
grind.
even when we were first touring in a 18 passenger, 12 passenger van, you said the floor was the.
Yeah, Lupus thing.
Yeah. Oh, the
I would agree with you because in a passenger van, if you lay the right way on the floor, you're able to finagle your body to be able to. You can't extend your legs totally, but if you put your legs out this way, but your legs wrapped around.
Oh, that gives me anxiety thinking about
Yes.
that.
But
You actually demonstrate that on the floor?
Yeah, I will. Shit.
No, please don't.
You're able to where it's like there's some relief. You're sitting up for so long.
Yeah.
9 hours. Like you have to go to sleep. You have to do something. So even some of the long plane trips, the flight to Australia or Japan, one shot 19 hours. Like you have to get up and walk around.
I got one last question before we wrap it up. If you could be a musician or you could be a baseball player, you could switch industries. Like, who would you be, and like, what would that look like?
Me?
Kidding me?
I mean,
That's such a goody answer. I love that.
It's hard because as I've gotten older and progressively become more of a better musician, you start to admire different things. But
Yeah.
Mike Piazza.
Wow.
Nice.
Because all my life I was a pitcher growing up, but all my life I wanted to be a catcher. I just loved having all that shit on me. It was just like, yeah. It's like you have
Samurai.
It's just like,
That sucks.
you have this. I love accessories. I still love accessories.
Yeah.
It's just something about having the gear on. I remember my dad just being like, all right, put the gear on. I was like, hold on, Dad. Yeah, put the gear on. But he was my hero growing up too. So that was my era, the mid 90s.
That's cool.
And Mike Piazza, being a catcher, but not to mention as you learn the game more and you realize, wow, hitting actually matters. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He had a fucking stick. It's like the dude was swinging, not just swinging. He was really swinging.
Crushing.
So he's my rock star. That's Mike Piazza, my rock
Is
star.
that your favorite player of all time?
All time.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
You want to give us your country music star impersonations? You got any for us?
I got a barbecue stand on my white
Is
t-shirt.
that Tim McGraw?
Yeah, it is Tim McGraw. How you doing?
good.
Timmy.
Faith Hill.
Same thing.
Faith.
I don't listen to country. But I love barbecue. And I wear white t-shirts.
All right, guys, it's been great. Thank you all for having us. It's been fun.
God, I can pee now. Again.